Group members: Monica Njeri, E37 3705 2024, Cynthia Bosibori E37 3807 2024, Noreen Aluoch E37 9353 2024, Brandon Samuel E37 2967 2024, and Amandi Joanes Ouma E37 3854 2023. In the vast and often unforgiving theater of the natural world, survival depends on a myriad of strategies, you know. One of the most remarkable is the ability to generate one's own heat, to carry a personal internal fire regardless of the world outside. We call these creatures endotherms, or warm-blooded animals. They are the masters of maintaining a steady internal climate, a constant warmth that fuels their very existence. This separates them from the cold-blooded world, which must rely on the sun's rays or the warmth of the earth. For endotherms, the world is always open for business. This internal furnace is not magic. It is a product of life itself, a constant hum of metabolic activity. Every cell works tirelessly, converting food into the energy needed for movement, growth, thought. A crucial byproduct of this process is heat. Birds and mammals have harnessed this heat into a powerful evolutionary advantage. From the smallest shrew to the largest blue whale, this trait lets them colonize nearly every corner of our planet, from the highest, iciest peaks to the deepest, darkest oceans. A spark of constant warmth. The process of generating this life-sustaining heat begins at the most fundamental level. Deep inside the body, within trillions of individual cells, tiny powerhouses called mitochondria are hard at work. They are the engines of the body, continuously breaking down the sugars and fats derived from food. This chemical reaction releases a tremendous amount of energy. Much is captured to power the body's functions, but a significant portion escapes as heat. That constant, gentle warmth radiates from the core, keeping the system at peak performance, a steady hum of cellular activity. But making heat is only half the battle. Keeping it matters too. To stop warmth leaking into cold air or water, endotherms evolved insulating materials. Birds wear feathers. Feathers trap tiny pockets of air near the skin. Mammals developed fur and hair. Perhaps the greatest advantage of being warm-blooded is the gift of consistency. With a stable internal temperature around 37 degrees Celsius. For most mammals, the body's intricate chemical reactions can proceed at a reliable and optimal rate. Enzymes for digestion, enzymes for brain function. This allows for a consistently high level of performance day or night, summer or winter. A wolf can maintain the stamina to track prey over vast, snowy distances, muscles and mind working in harmony, unhindered by biting cold. This internal stability unlocks a vast range of habitats off-limits to cold-blooded creatures. Endotherms have conquered the planet's most extreme environments. Emperor penguin in Antarctic blizzard incubating its egg on the ice, brutal freezing conditions. Arctic fox hunting on ice adapted to thrive in a frozen landscape. Find food, raise their young in places where survival seems almost impossible, a competitive edge in desolate realms. A warm body also means a fast body. The incredible benefits of a warm-blooded existence do not come for free. The primary cost is an insatiable appetite. Maintaining that high internal temperature requires a colossal amount of energy, which means a constant, pressing need for food. An endotherm's life is often a relentless quest for calories. A tiny shrew, for instance, with its high surface area to volume ratio, loses heat so rapidly that it must eat nearly its own body weight in food each day. A single day without a meal can mean starvation. This high-energy lifestyle makes them incredibly vulnerable to any disruption in their food supply. This constant need for fuel also places strict limits on survival in extreme conditions. While endotherms can tolerate cold, there is a point where the cost becomes too great. In the depths of a harsh winter, an animal might struggle to find enough food to offset the immense energy it is spending just to stay warm. The polar bear, for example, is superbly adapted to the cold, but its survival is entirely dependent on a healthy population of seals to hunt. In extreme heat, the challenge is reversed. The body must expend energy and precious water to avoid overheating, a difficult task for a desert animal like the oryx. The demands of endothermy can also constrain body size and shape. A very small mammal loses heat incredibly fast and must live a life of frantic, non-stop eating. A very small bird loses heat incredibly fast and must live a life of frantic, non-stop eating. This is why there are no warm-blooded insects. Conversely, very large animals like elephants face the opposite problem of shedding excess heat, especially in warm climates, which explains their large, thin ears that act as radiators. These physical limitations dictate the evolutionary paths available, forcing compromises in design.